Welcome to Creative Psyche Studio. Welcome to your pick a card reading for March 2023. Welcome back if you're a subscriber, and welcome if this is your first time. My name is Anne, and I'm going to tune into 4 different groups. I have pulled cards and picked a crystal for 4 different groups for March, and I want you to take a look at the images of the cards for a moment. 1, 2, 3, 4. Which one are you drawn to? Just trust your instinct. Let's get started, shall we? I did have a few cards fall out. I did not pull them out. Spirit pulled them out, but they fell out. And I feel like these are messages for the collective for March 2023. Spring, sow your seeds, and the Lovers tarot card. March is a time when obviously spring begins here in the Northern Hemisphere. And what we have been planting is going to bloom, is going to sprout for a lot of us. This happens around this time in the cosmic cycle. So just know, if you have been working on something, if you had been putting time, energy, work, physical matter, money, whatever you've been investing, if you have been investing any such thing, you may notice things really begin to sprout in March because it's a time of spring. It's the 3rd month of the year, and number 3, 1, 2, 3, go. 3 is often a time of moving forward and energy. And the sun moves into Aries. So, you know, come on, just things starting, things coming into the earth experience, the physical experience, the lived experience. And Lovers, I feel like with Lovers for this month of March, it's important to balance. I feel like there's a lot of healing energy. This is Archangel Raphael, I feel like, is around us. And there is the angel of healing in this tarot card. And I feel like it's a month where we're becoming more in touch with our authenticity. And I feel there is a certain amount of energy this month for solitary exploration, but then there's also this duality, dyad energy coming through as well. And so I feel like one of the things Spirit is guiding us to balance this month. The Lovers is about balance. It's also about healing. Relationships is balancing alone time with relationships. And Aries is a great time to, when the sun enters Aries later in March, it's a great time to explore uniqueness, individual, pioneering, me-ness, the I. And Venus is in Aries as well. And balancing that out with relationships, empathy, understanding someone else's perspective. And as we are more authentic, I feel like Spirit is helping us to express more authenticity in our relationships. So don't be afraid to be yourself. And if that means that some people don't get you, so be it. If we're people pleasing and trying to behave so that people like us, or trying to control people so that they like us or manipulate them, tends not to work out that well, and it tends to be misery for all involved. So try and be yourself when it feels appropriate this month. And notice how the universe designs the perfect companionship, the perfect support, the perfect channels of love to you that truly appreciate you. And I feel like this is going to help us grow our seeds too, is being true to ourselves, being authentic. Don't be afraid to be yourself and be a little unique. That was the message. Those were the messages we're coming through for the collective. Let's jump on into the 4 groups for March. Which group were you drawn to? Let's start with group 1. We've got Rose Quartz, Heart Chakra. We've got Page of Pentacles, Tetrahedron, and Winter. Take care of your needs. This is the end of the winter beginning of spring in the Northern Hemisphere. So here are your cards, group one. So tuning into you, group one. I feel like there's been some diligence. You've been diligently working. You've been studying, you've been working, there's something in your life where you've been putting energy towards it. And I do feel like you've been like climbing up this mountain. You've been focused on goals, dreams, desires. You've been focused on making progress. That's what the pyramid, the triangle is all about, is goals, dreams, visions. And I feel like you've been focused in some way, and you're about to have a breakthrough, is what I feel. You're about to move into the other side. And I feel like spirit is guiding you to pace yourself. The pentacles are very earthy and grounded and, kind of turtle energy, one step at a time. The page of pentacles, this could be group one. This could be some monetary, financial opportunities presenting itself to you. This could also be study. I feel like you're going to have opportunities coming to you, group one, and you really want to make sure and clarify your goals, because you're in a state right now where what you are focusing on and what you are planning is very powerfully supported to manifest. And so you want to be really careful about what you choose right now, what you choose decisions, what you choose moving forward, to focus on, to accept. What offers are you accepting? What direction are you saying yes to? And it's sometimes it's hard to there's the FOMO, the fear of missing out. And sometimes we have to face that. We've got wolf, winter, take care of your needs. It is a wolf. And you know what, I'm feeling a relationship energy with this combo here. You've got rose quartz, so we've got heart chakra, love. We've got take care of your needs. It's kind of like the collective reading, where I do feel like there's this bit of a balancing polarity between relationship, the needs of the other, how I nurture my relationships, and the needs of myself, taking care of my needs. How can I be authentic? How can I take care of myself, but also honor you? You're different. The other, my relationships, and with family, with friends, with lovers. So I feel like spirit is guiding you, group one. I feel like spirit is guiding you to take care of your own needs first, actually, and then allow more energy to flow to others. But be a little selfish this month. I feel like you need to take a step back and make sure you are taking care of yourself, your physical body. I'm going to pull just a clarifying card here for group one. I feel like it's important for you to take care of your physical body and get enough rest. That's a message that wants to come through. Yeah, Ace of Swords. I think you're going to have a breakthrough. This is a victory card. You have a great idea. This is also about decisions and being decisive. So you have great ideas coming to you. I think you have been putting some energy and investment into something, an investment of time or mind power or money or physical energy, but you've been investing in something, and I think you're about to have maybe a breakthrough and maybe get this idea. I feel like you're not going to have to work as hard with something, and it'll just, if you pay attention to your intuition, there's that mystical vision right there. Pay attention to your intuition, and you could be guided to make a decision that will really help move your goals, dreams, visions into reality, and for it to flow in just a much easier way. Trust and thrive, stag. And anytime I pull stag, I think of the Christ energy. That's one association with the stag, and sacrificing the lower for the higher. So metaphorically, what do you need to sacrifice that's maybe lower? Maybe you need to sacrifice time, or a part of your identity you thought was, you're so attached to, or money, or, a connection with someone, a relationship. or clutter. What do you need to sacrifice? What do you need to let go of in order to manifest that higher octave of what is wanting to come through? That's something that wants to come through. So I really feel like focusing on self-love this month in March is going to be so helpful to your finances. I do think a lot of group number one folks are going to get some financial opportunities here, blossoming and expanding. And loving yourself is going to help things flow in your career and your spiritual life and your relationships. So focus on taking care of your needs this month, group one. And that was group one. Group one, thank you so much for tuning in. I love making these videos and I love connecting with you. So thank you. Great party people. We're moving on to group two. Hi, group two. Group two, I'm just going to tune into your energy. I've got Jasper here and I've got 3 cards. I'm just tuning into your energy. And I see a leprechaun. I know this is the time of St. Patrick's Day. This is the month of St. Patrick's Day. Am I getting that right? March? Yes. And so there's leprechaun energy, there's Irish energy happening in the States here because we have St. Patrick's Day. And blessed be to you, Ireland. I'm getting a leprechaun image for you, group two, and I feel like I just want to say it. I think you're gonna be lucky. You are lucky. You will be lucky in March. You have some luck around you. And it feels like just this earthy energy, the kind of leprechaun, fairy elf energy. We've got a very grounding stone here with Jasper. And this is also a very good stone for detoxing and cleansing, I believe. So you might have a month of cleansing and detoxing. Look at this. Speak of luck, enjoy growth and reap rewards. Lucky group two, medicine wheel. So here's some cleansing and healing. And 7 of Cups, tarot. All right, we've got 7 of Cups, the medicine wheel, and Lady. Tuning into you and the Jasper here. Tuning into you, group two. Well, tuning into that 7 of Cups, group two. I feel like you might be moving on to something in this month. You might be letting something go. There's this feeling of maybe you're seeing things have not flourished in one project or area, and so there's a letting go and you're wanting to move on, group two. And I feel like you're about to take, and Spirit is guiding you to take more of a leadership role, to take more of initiative this month and to move the energy forward. You may have been a little bit, I don't want to say your head in the clouds, but maybe a little bit nebulous, cloudy, a little bit, wandery and, well, that misty kind of energy, and it's not that decisive kind of energy that March is asking you to shift into. So if you've been a little bit lacking in direction or focus, this is your sign. You're about to get more focus. You're about to get more drive. Spirit is going to offer you medicine wheel, group two. Make sure you're taking time off and resting. And I am feeling with this card for you, group two. I feel like, there might be a lot of people around you. There's a lot of energy moving around you, a lot of other people's energy moving around you. And, going back to that cleansing and detoxing, be sure and cleanse your energy. Be sure and tune into your own energy, ground yourself in your own heart, your own consciousness, your own mind, body, spirit, and make sure that you're not getting overwhelmed with other people's energy, or other people's energy isn't getting absorbed and stuck in your aura or your body. So do some energy hygiene, in whatever way is right for you. Sage or the visualization. I love visualization and crystals, prayer, intention setting, Sound. I find the Tibetan singing bowls are very powerful for cleansing. The sound is that vibration breaks up the stuck energy. So I feel like that's a really strong message for you, group two, is keep the energy moving, keep moving forward. You're about to make strides ahead. And I feel like also, this is a month where spirit is guiding you to find some new ways of doing things. And you might even seek others' help for figuring out new approaches. Um, and it may even be your spiritual life, but it may be also having to do with your home, having to do with, um, I mean, it could be so many different things, but the energy that I'm getting definitely is figuring out new ways of doing things. Um, but this could have something to do with relationships as well. And maybe it's multiple things at once. You might find that you have a new approach for dealing with a relationship issue. You might find you are caring more this month, actually, group two, and you want to invest more perhaps in your relationships. But it feels like a spiritual shift as well. I'm pulling a card for clarity for you, group two. Ooh, Eight of Pentacles and Ace of Cups. So here's relationship. Yeah, so it feels like relationshipy stuff. Just kind of washing out my lights are kind of washing out the cards a little. So relationship stuff. This is also a card of spiritual, mystical abundance and flow and beginnings. So you might have a very mystical, I was sensing luck for you, a very lucky, mystical uh energy available to you, and you might get through here's the message. You might get through spiritual guidance, new ideas about how to improve relationships. You might have an expanded spiritual understanding and understand how to ground some ideas maybe around you that seemed not relevant or seemed confusing. You're going to figure out this month. Use your spiritual practice, use your prayer and meditation and whatever your spiritual practice is. And this will help you understand ideas and concepts you've been studying and ground them in yourself in your own unique way. And you also will get help with your relationships. I think someone is available to help you in your relationships. And it may be your spirituality. Is that someone? It may be an actual physical person is there to help you understand relationships better this month. And it could be communication skills. It could be relationship dynamics. It could be understanding needs. It could be negotiation skills. It could be understanding how to let go, how to ask more for what you want. And I think some group two folks are learning more how to ask for help. Here's some work coming to you, group two for March. And you might be doing some really cool learning. This is an abundance card, so you have work available to you. You might be honing your craft, group two. You might be even traveling or doing something, connecting with someone not local, but it could be local or long distance travel to improve your skills. And lady, enjoy growth and reap rewards. Here's that luckiness. It's like a lucky month for you in some ways. I feel there's more of a decisiveness, there's more of a path, there's more of a coming together. But I feel like with this female energy, you're being guided to open up, open to your receptiveness and allow more people to help you, allow more people to provide support and get you what you need. And imagine letting down your walls, lowering your shields, and allowing the universe to bring to you those who really are designed, are chosen, are divinely designed helpers in your life, because you're going to have some real help this month if you allow it. And you might be guided to make a change in the direction of your path, but you'll be guided about what change that is, and you're going to have help to make that decision. So just make sure that you're not getting lost in the energy of other people, though, and make sure you're cleansing your energy as you're receiving help and getting advice, and call on spirit to bring you the right people in your life to help you manifest what you want to manifest. But you've got some abundance cards here, so blessings and abundance and prosperity are available to you and coming to you this month. Group two, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you have a beautiful March, and I'll see you next video. Lucky three. Hi, group three. We've got blue lace agate. We've got, okay, don't freak out. We've got 5 of Pentacles. I'll pull some more clarifying cards. Mandala and She-Wolf. Second wolf that's come out in the cards today. Interesting. Unleash the wild within. Let's tune into you, group three. So group three, you've got blue lace agate, spirit guides, angels, soothing, throat chakra, communication, intuition. And I feel like there's this desire, group three, you're wanting to expand. Blue lace agate is helping you to expand. You're wanting to move your ideas, move your energy out. You're wanting to find a way. I feel like the blue lace agate is just talking to me to expand your knowledge. And also it feels like an expansion of communication. It feels like you're not wanting to be hemmed in anymore. You're wanting to expand. And so that could express in multiple ways. It could be you're using your voice. It could be expanding a project. It could be being more seen. It could be you redefining who you are, what you want. You're expanding. You don't want to be small anymore. You want to expand. 5 of Pentacles. I'm going to pull a clarifying card. 5 of Pentacles is a card that asks us to explore lack in our lives, and in order to create more of a flow. We've got 9 of Wands is the clarifying card here. So tuning into you, group three. So first of all, 5 of Pentacles. I feel like the 5 of Pentacles is guiding you to turn within, and there is potential for you to create what you want to create and manifest that success. But I kind of feel like group three, you've been maybe a little stuck in some ways, and you need to move the energy through. You need to perhaps let something go in order to make room for this new thing that you want in your life. This in order to get unstuck in some way, you need to bridge the gap, is a phrase that's coming to me. It's like spirit wants you to get unstuck. And so for some of you, it might be actually being more in the receiving mode. And this is a repeated message in a few of these groups. But group three, I'm definitely feeling be open to receiving help and support and connection. You really need to connect more with people, is what spirit is guiding me. This is a card of being alone and of being lonely. And so are you too isolated in some way? Do you need to reach out, network more, make new friends, connect with your family, connect with your partner, connect with your kids, connect with people at work? Do you need to make yourself more available? This card asks you, what do I need to change in order to help this energy flow again? And the end of winter is coming and the beginning of spring. So how do you move out of this winter for yourself and into the spring? 9 of Wands is a clarifying card that I pulled for you, group three. I feel like the message that wants to come through is ask yourself what you can do to be a part of change right now. So letting go of waiting on someone else as much as you can. And you have the power, group three. You have the power to make some real positive change here. And it involves taking an action step and making a change. So ask yourself, what change do I need to make? Mandala is your sacred geometry card. Beautiful. I love this card. So group three, there's that expansive energy. You're expanding. You're expanding in your awareness and your consciousness. And I feel like it, as you're expanding, it might have some effects on your relationships, actually, that as you're expanding in your consciousness and your vibration is raising, that it may mean that your relationships are affected and the balance is sometimes thrown off when we're growing and we're changing and we're raising our vibration and we're opening our chakras and the kundalini is flowing, and how does that affect how people relate to us? So I feel like mandala is guiding you, group three, to take action to make sure you're getting the support you need, especially if you find you need maybe a new kind of support, especially if you feel like all of a sudden the support that was helpful to me isn't working for me anymore and I need something different. I need something new. Maybe I need more of a spiritual support, maybe I need to call in my guides more. Maybe I need to connect more with spiritual people. Maybe I need to connect more with my spiritual community. Maybe I need to reach out more to people who are on my wavelengths. Or maybe there's already people in my circle who are, but I'm, for whatever reason, having a little bit of a challenge to give and receive in that flow of love. So I feel like mandala is guiding you to make sure that you're checking with your self-esteem. Remember that you're worth being loved. Do some reprogramming if that's coming up, and try and what's the words that want to come through here, group three? Receive that which you know you deserve. Mandala is also about balance. So balancing the different parts of your psyche. Are you balancing your intellect and your feelings, your intuition and your physical senses? Are you balancing work and rest? Are you balancing alone time and togetherness time? She wolf, unleash the wild within. And this could be really helpful actually to use mandalas in your spiritual practice, group three. And mandalas can help you bring a sense of balance to your life. And they are very centering to our consciousness. And you can create a mandala if you want to, which is just a circular piece of art. A lot of times they're symmetrical, but not always. She wolf, unleash the wild within, group three. Group three, there's this energy that wants to come out. There's this wild woman, wild man, wild person, excuse me, that wants to just break free. Break out, break free, let loose, open the cage, let it out. There's this energy that wants to express in you, group three. And it is a very healing, energizing, amazing energy that's wanting to express. And I feel like spirit is guiding you to make room for this in your life. You need to make room. Here we go back to, what do you need to let go of in order to make room for this amazing energy, this expansive energy that wants to express in your life? You have spiritual power and joy and mystical, magical rivers of energy. It's very harmonious too, but it's also, you know, maybe a little bit wild, or maybe it feels wild because you're not used to it, but this new energy wants to express in your life. And I'm feeling a creativity too. There's maybe a creativity that's wanting to express. And so how are you going to make room for that, group three? Spirit is guiding you to allow a place for this to come out, because if something is building up and building up in our aura and our chakras and our consciousness, and we're holding it down, we're holding it down, we're holding it down, what tends to happen? It's gonna explode. You don't want that. You don't want that. Peacekeeper, let go of the need to be right. I feel like you might need to let go of some things. You might need to let go of the old you, your old self, in order to make room for what wants to come through here. And again, peacekeeper, there's that harmonious energy. You can balance this out as you're bringing forth this part of yourself that wants to express spiritually, creatively, energetically, ideas, emotions, whatever wants to express here. Maybe it has to do with your identity, your awareness, whatever wants to express here. You can be balanced and keep the peace in your life by allowing spirit to move some things around, by allowing spirit to show you how to make room for this new energy and ground it and balance it. But in order to do that, you're going to have to be open to letting something go in your schedule, in your life, in your how you saw yourself, how you defined yourself, letting something go in order to make room for this new energy. So that was, and I do feel like you really have a mystical heightened sense this month, group 3, with spirit communication, intuition as well. So you might have some mystical dreams, some spirit visitations, angel encounters, more than usual. Yay. So that was your reading, group 3. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope to see you at a future video session or group. Take care. Last but not least, group 4. Hello, group 4. Group 4, what is going on with you? I am so delighted to tune into you. Let me tell you what's coming through. I've got Moonstone, intuition, mother, very feminine, turning within. I feel like you are very intuitive this month, group 4, and you might have some intuitions that you are keeping to yourself. And I feel like some folks in group 4 don't want to share some things that they know, or don't even maybe want to admit some things that they're intuiting that they don't want to see. Sometimes it's best not to share. Here we go. Yes, we've got Knight of Pentacles, protection guardian, drop your shields, and morning meeting, which is the beautiful trees with the owl. That's a very moonstone card right there. So we've got that owl. It's a moonstone card. It's a moonstone animal, the owl. So it's like intuition, the mother, mystery, and so is moonstone. So you've got some intuition, mystery, magic, spirit, energy surrounding you, group 4. Protection guardian, Knight of Pentacles. Let me tune in, see what's going on here, group 4. So I'm tuning into the Knight of Pentacles, group 4. I feel like group 4, you're feeling more comfortable with something. It's like you've established something, and you're feeling less less of a newbie, or less of the discomfort of having to sort of forge a new path, and you're beginning to feel like you're getting your stride with something, group 4. And part of you wants to take time off with something you've been working on, and part of you wants to move forward. It feels like you want to push through. There's that persistence of the Knight of Pentacles. I feel like I want to pull a clarifying tarot card, and I feel like group 4. Ooh, what fell out? 10 of, ooh, that was shaky. 10 of Cups. Nice, group 4. So you're wanting to push through with something, or maybe you're vacillating, you're going back and forth with, I want to take a break, I want to just try and keep moving forward. But I feel like the message is coming through, group 4, is keep going and don't give up, but also pace yourself. you might want to do some research as a way to move forward. So it might be the break you take is, instead of continuing to take action with something or starting action, that this is a month where you do a little bit of research in order to clarify how you want to proceed. And research could be, traditional research. It could just be talking to people that who are experienced in whatever it is you want to create in your life. If you want to create better relationships, maybe doing some research, talking with a therapist or a relationship coach or someone you admire who has created beautiful relationships in their life. What advice can you give me? So, and then you've got a domestic harmony card, relationship harmony card with the 10 of Cups here, group 4. You're going to be asked, group 4, to work with a community to provide your service in some way that is really helpful. And you're being asked to climb higher, and more people want to work with you, I feel like, group 4. And I feel like more people are going to see what you're doing, group 4, and see what you have to offer. And it's a beautiful energy, and it is a nurturing energy with that moonstone nurturing kind of vibe. And I feel like it is, you've been plodding along here with the Knight of Pentacles, and here's the 10 of Cups. Things are moving forward. I mean, it's a repeated message. It was in the general message that I did for all of us for March, but it feels like you are about to have a breakthrough. Was that in the general message? Yes, it was, because I talked about this is when things are going to start to flourish and sprout in the spring. So things are going to flourish and sprout for you, I feel like, group 4, and you're just getting started. I feel like, there'll be one phase of something happening perhaps in March, or you'll see the inklings of it, but it's going to be, multiple potential unfolding victories and successes and joyful experiences here and blessings. And it feels like you're being guided to work on a higher level with people. And I feel like more people are drawn to you. You're going to be working with more people. You have the opportunity to work with more people. And this might be with work. It might be monetary. It also may be, personal, get involved in the community or your church or your spirit circle group. But I feel like you're going to find new ways of working with people, and it's going to have the opportunity to be quite a blessing to you. You might want to do some research, though, to help move this in, just clarify the direction here. Protection Guardian, drop your shields, group 4. We've got a peacock crown here. It's pretty cool. So group 4, Protection Guardian. I feel that intuition with you. There's more than what meets the eye to something, and you can see something perhaps other people don't see. You're aware of something other people are not aware of. And I feel like you need to find a way to understand this and find a way to clarify yourself how best to use this information. And the peacock, that eye, it is very protective. The shape in the peacock's feather that looks kind of like an eye. People consider peacocks a protection. Some people, I felt that energy with the peacock spirit animal. The peacock a protection guardian, a protection spirit animal. And so I'm feeling like there's a protection around you and your sixth sense, group 4. You really need to trust your intuition, and it's okay if not everybody sees your vision. It's okay. Still trust your intuition. It's okay if, maybe it's not safe to share that with everyone, but you recognizing it for yourself. And I feel like you might have a vision of something that helps you to make decisions. You see like a bigger picture with something, a broader perspective. And you can see how this would maybe perhaps help a group situation. But there's a question, group 4, how do I share this? How is it helpful for me to share? So I'm going to pull a clarifying card for that. But I feel like the answer is you need to figure out how to hold your intuition with respect and discernment, first of all. So respecting it, trusting it, but then also, yeah, you've got a 7 of Wands fallout. So that's victory, overcoming challenges. So you need to ask yourself, how can I express this in a way that would be most helpful to the person or the group? 3 of Pentacles. So here's that group energy. You can see something intuitively, you're aware of something about a group. It could be at work. It could be like a really big project. It could be like a community even. But you were in a position to be helpful with seeing a bigger perspective. Maybe it's even you have an idea or an intuitive vision or intuitive solution to a problem or intuitive idea for moving forward with some vision. So trust your vision and align yourself with spirit and align yourself with the intention. Ask spirit to help you with the intention, your higher self, with the intention of expressing that in a way that is most helpful to all parties involved. But you don't need to say it directly necessarily. Group 4, morning meeting with your sacred geometry. And it is squares inside a circle. I don't know if you can see that. Beautiful sacred geometry card. And there's a little bunny and there's an owl and there's sort of like the misty, transparent outlines of a couple embracing. So when I'm tuning into you, when I'm tuning into this card, group 4, I'm feeling very feminine energy. I'm feeling there's a lot happening beneath the surface. And I feel like you're being guided to avoid turning away from it. Don't be afraid of it is a message that wants to come through. If you trust your intuition, you're going to see beyond the surface. You're going to see beyond the 3D world. You're going to see into multiple dimensions, and you'll be able to work with this energy. Know that as your intuition is expanding, group 4, you will be able to work with this energy. It is a power, it is a gift, and you are expanding it. You're being gifted with it in a major way this month. And you need to learn how to hold it, how to use it. So ask spirit for help and guidance to understand how to hold this intuition and how to create a safe space within yourself to understand it. Because I think some of the people in group 4 are a little bit hesitant to embrace some of this intuitive knowledge for whatever reason. There's some hesitancies, maybe there's some old beliefs, some old fears, that maybe it's new and I don't know, it's new, I don't know what to do with this. And yet you're feeling more comfortable in one way, you're feeling more grounded, but with this expanded intuition, you might be feeling a little bit ungrounded or unsure. Know that it is meant for you to have this gift, and you don't have to constantly keep it on. You don't have to constantly be telling people what intuitions you're getting. You can balance it and learn how to move the energy more actively in your sixth sense, and then lower the dial, shut it to a lower setting so it's not constantly overwhelming you. So learn how to balance your sixth sense as something that's coming through. And don't be afraid when you start to see things other people don't see. You're going to have wisdom to use in your personal life, in your professional life, in your relationships. Is going to help you navigate these things with great success. So you have amazing success cards. You've got abundance cards. You've got relationship joy cards. You might be starting a new relationship, enhancing one. You've got overcoming victories, intuition, group 4. Yay for you. So I hope you have a beautiful, blessed March, group 4. Thank you for tuning in, and I will see you hopefully next group video or session. Take care. And thank you everyone for tuning into this video. I hope you have a lovely month. I'm going to continue with the podcasts and the different millions and billions of groups and podcasts and different services that I offer. So check out my website if you want more info, creativepsychestudio.com. As you can tell, I'm mixing things up here. I'm doing a pick a card reading instead of the monthly tarot reading. So I'm offering this to you in March. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was helpful. Please leave a comment below if you like this video. If you want to receive more of my videos, of course, subscribe. And I am so honored, like I said, that you've joined me today. I will see you next group video session. Happy March.